Fix It is a filthy fun time for fans of Genndy Tartakovsky, but the adult comedy isn't anything like his Hotel Transylvania films. Now streaming on Netflix, Fixed focuses on the inner lives of a group of dogs who live in the city. Directed at adults instead of families, Fixed is closer to something like The Hangover than The Secret Life of Pets. All the vulgar jokes and slick throwback animation style make for a frequently hilarious movie. Genndy Tartakovsky directed the film and was one of the writers behind the script, bringing a clear love for a slapstick chapter of animation history to every frame of the comedy. It might come as a surprise to some parents to see Tartakovsky's name on such a gleefully vulgar movie, given that he's also the director behind 3 of the hugely successful Hotel Transylvania films. If they liked those family films about Dracula, they should give Tartakovsky's Fixed a try, but it shouldn't necessarily be a movie night with the kids. Genndy Tartakovsky's Fixed is a crude comedy about a dog's last night out on the town before being neutered, a foul-mouthed throwback cartoon comedy that's hilarious for parents who have an appreciation for Hotel Transylvania. The creator of Dexter's Laboratory, Samurai Jack, and Primal, Genndy Tartakovsky is a living legend in animation. Some of Tartakovsky's biggest mainstream hits have been from Sony's Hotel Transylvania franchise. The series, which has grossed over $1.3 billion at the box office since 2012, is a colorful and slapstick take on classic monsters like Dracula and his family. Those films were some of Tartakovsky's most cartoonish productions, with a clear influence from the likes of Tex Avery. Even in CGI, the films carry the trademark stylings of Tartakovsky's precise and minimalist designs, conveying just as much through body shape and fluid motion as dialogue and costume. That same level of attention can be seen in Fixed, which takes direct inspiration from the chaotic cartoons of Tex Avery rather than from the Japanese influences that usually inspire his work. Fixed is a wonderfully filthy film, full of sex jokes, dark comedy, and surprising bursts of heart. While the level of purposefully filthy humor is a big part of the appeal, the movie never loses sight of Bull and his desperation to escape his neutering, or his love for his best friend, Honey. The film's romantic subplot is just as surprisingly progressive and profane in equal measure. Fixed often doesn't even try to hide the adult humor behind innuendos. Characters curse, get inebriated, and have sex on screen. They're also all dogs, giving the purposefully perverse jokes an additional layer of bizarreness. The animation moves in a style reminiscent of classic screwball cartoons from the 1940s, but with far more blood and genitalia. It still retains the typical color palette and attention to stylistic designs, as many of Tartakovsky's other films, but applied in a different form than many of his previous animated films and shows. Tartakovsky and the entire team from Sony Pictures Animation do a great job building on that classic style while turning the notch up on the vulgar humor and sex jokes. While parents should probably keep their kids away from this one, Fixed is a great goofy comedy, so long as you can embrace the fun that's to be had with some creatively absurd sex jokes. Parents who appreciate the more absurd or adult jokes that slip in under the radar in Hotel Transylvania movies will find plenty of coarse comedy in Fixed.